Wars don't always end with a clear winner. Many end in stalemates. That's important to remember as Donald Trump meets Vladimir Putin in Alaska this Friday. Both leaders might act as if Ukraine's future can be decided without Ukraine itself, but that's far from reality. For Trump, this meeting is personal. He promised to end the war within days of taking office again. 7 months later, the war is still going, something that challenges his master dealmaker image. Putin, too, once thought victory would be quick. When Russia invaded Ukraine in February 2022, he expected Kyiv to fall in weeks. Ukrainian resistance forced him into a long war of attrition. Now, Russia's economy, military, and propaganda are all geared for a conflict that could last indefinitely. Putin believes Ukraine must eventually be defeated. Even a ceasefire that lets him keep occupied land wouldn't satisfy him unless Ukraine is forced to abandon its Western ties and leave itself open to future attacks. Recently, Trump's patience has worn thin. NATO backing for Ukraine and Zelensky's diplomatic efforts have made Trump admit, at least partly, that Putin's words often don't match his actions, especially while bombs keep falling on Ukrainian civilians. The Alaska summit comes after Trump threatened sanctions and set deadlines for a ceasefire. Putin hopes to charm him with talk of land swaps and promises of U.S.-Russia friendship, blaming the war on Ukraine and portraying it as barely a real country. His demands are clear: permanent Ukrainian vulnerability, recognition of Russian control over occupied, and even some unconquered territories. The big risk? Trump could leave the meeting repeating Kremlin talking points and pushing for a ceasefire deal that Zelensky cannot accept, effectively rewarding Russia's invasion. If that happens, Putin will claim he tried for peace and blame Ukraine for prolonging the war.